Welcome to our tutorial on the Fill command. Let's start by activating the Fill command. The Fill Surface Definition window opens. This tool creates a filled surface between a number of boundary segments, such as surfaces, edges, and wireframe geometry. Let's begin by selecting this edge. You see that the boundary selection area is populated by my choice. Next, I'll select this line and this edge. Let's click Preview. CATIA filled in the existing gap. In order for a fill to work, the profile has to be closed. For example, if I remove line 5 from the boundary selection area and click Preview, I get an error message from CATIA. Let's click OK to exit that. Here you see curve 1 and curve 2. These numbers correspond with the 1 and 2 that you see populating the boundary selection area. In order to close this profile, I need to insert a boundary segment after curve 1 or before curve 2. I'm going to select edge 2, and then I'll select Add Before. Now I'll select this line. The line appears here between these two edges. Click Preview to see your results. Looks good. Let's accept it with an OK. Now let's activate the Fill command again. I'll select this line, this curve, this line, and this curve. Click Preview. We have a nice surface here. Now let's explore the passing point feature. This option allows us to pass the fill surface through a point. We select it, click Preview. We see now that our surface has changed shape. The next option is to select a support surface. I'll select Curve 2 and this surface. And we see this surface propagated under the supports column. Click Preview. You see the shape of our surface has changed again. Now this surface is tangent to this surface. Let's do the same with curve 3. I'll select this surface for a support surface. Preview. As you see, the surface has changed shape again. We also have here the options to replace support or remove support. I'm going to click Preview. Down here we have one more parameter, continuity. The drop-down menu gives us 3 choices: point, tangent, or curvature. Let's take a moment to explain in detail what these options mean and how this works. Basically, let's begin by defining curvature. Curvature refers to how you express the shape of a non-planar face. For example, this planar face has 0 curvature. In other words, it's flat. In computer-aided design systems, the smoothness of a surface is defined by the level of geometric continuity. CAD systems use a scale denoted by the expressions G0, G1, and G2. G0 refers to surfaces that meet at a common joint point, like you see here. A G1 geometric continuity refers to 2 surfaces that share a common tangency, as you see here. This surface is tangent to this surface. In other words, the curvature value changes in steps along this line as you move from one surface to another. In order to achieve a G2 geometrical continuity, you basically need a single continuous surface. In other words, the curve shares tangency and curvature at any given point along the surface. To recap, G0 is flat, a G1 geometric continuity has a tangency, and a G2 geometric continuity has a single continuous surface. If I try to select curvature instead of tangency for my continuity type, CATIA will give me a warning. Basically, we don't have G2 continuity here. Let's click Close. Even if curvature remains selected as the continuity type, we will still only have tangency between these two surfaces. Let's preview. Click OK. And this concludes our tutorial on the fill command.